All right, welcome to my channel. So the first thing that you need to know before you start watching my videos is the purpose of this channel is for education and entertainment, mostly education with some entertainment, and mostly for my students. Really, it's an opportunity for me to showcase my algorithm and for my students to see it working and me to be able to talk about the trades and why I'm taking the trades and things like that. This is not a channel where I'll be showing you that I'm making millions of dollars. So family rules, you won't be seeing that. Some traders out there want to put their stuff out. I don't even know why they do that. Like on social media in a public sphere, hey, look at me, I made 20,000 today, 50,000 today, all that stuff. That will not happen on this channel. The most you'll see me making here is anywhere from 50 bucks to $1,000 in a day would be the most once we get to that level of scaling. And then I'll reset and we'll be looking at 50 bucks and we'll be scaling back to, a thousand a day or so. And we'll just keep resetting that scaling. But family rules will not be showing you on this my social media that I'm making tons of money. Second thing is I'm trading with Thinkorswim. That's my platform that you see here on the screen. So you got my two windows on futures trading. Same thing, it'll be Thinkorswim. So you'll see that I trade futures and the equities market with these videos. I trade based off of my algorithm, the simple switch algorithm, and it's got different settings. Same algo, but different settings for futures market, for equities market, and different types of trading. It's got different settings for it. So I'll be trading off that. Links below if you're interested in learning more about the algo. All the education over there is free, as well as the trading log that you'll see. You can get the link below, which will give you that log, so you can go over there and explore all that stuff. So when you're looking at my screen, okay, now when you're looking at my screen, you'll see these the chart markups, and you'll see yellow. Wherever I put yellow is an entry. So when it's yellow like this, it's the algo ideal entry. And then you may see a yellow like this, and that is where I actually got in, and it'll be touching the candle that I got in on. And then the location. Red are my stops, green are my targets. And then if you want to learn how the algo works so you can better understand what I'm doing when I'm doing my trades, over at the link below, you can go over there and learn all about the algo. It's completely free for that whole education. It's free to learn about my trading plan, my strategy, everything that I teach about trading is free over there. Only thing that costs money is if you decided to buy the algo, then that would cost money. But you can apply a lot of the stuff that I teach over there, including my strategy and trading plan, to your own strategies and help maybe improve your game. So all that is definitely free. I don't charge for any of that education. Only the algo if that's something you decided to add to your list. So then sometimes you'll see on here me doing experiments, which I'm going to try to do another one later on this year when I get a little more time. But I love to do trading experiments. We blow up accounts, but we do it in the purpose of education, showing you that certain trading techniques or strategies sometimes just don't work. And we play with some different concepts and blow up accounts, real accounts, small accounts, but still real accounts. And you'll also see some small accounts as well, like when we do offshore brokers and things like that. So, and then of course, educational videos I'll be putting out as well. So there's a lot of different content here. So if you can give me the like, hit that like button, that would help me a lot with the YouTube. And if you subscribe and hit that bell icon, you can be notified whenever I upload new content. And the last thing, but probably the most important thing, is trading is very risky. Do not place a trade based on what you see here or whatever I say. I'm not telling you what to do. If it sounds like I'm telling you what to do, it's me just thinking out loud. And most traders will lose all of their money. I am strictly speculating. I do not have a crystal ball. So, I'm not a financial advisor or anything like that. So please do not take financial advice from me. This is strictly to talk about how I trade, to teach about how I do things, and for your entertainment. All right, so now the legal stuff is out of the way. Let's get into today's trades. All right, good morning, everybody. It is May 10th. So yeah, hopefully today we get some good trades. We don't have any super premiums on the board, so we'll be and we're back down to the $100 risk reward range. So hopefully we'll get some nice trades in. WTI is a swing trade that we're in right now. I just loaded that on Friday. So so far looks like pretty good. It's kind of a funky open here. We got some news out with a pipeline backup, hacking, all that good stuff. So yeah, it's a bunch of, and I say good stuff, it's actually really bad. Hopefully it doesn't affect our gas prices too much. But the question will be like, what does that do to, and there's the opening bell. What does that do to WTI today? Because it's a gas pipeline, And WTI is oil. So does that mean there's going to be a surplus now because they're not going to be selling the gas because they can't ship it through the pipeline? And does that mean that they're not going to be refining because gas is going to get backed up, which then backs up oil? Or do people interpret it differently and see it as a a panic thing, and then they start spending a bunch of money in oil, so oil and gas. So we'll see, and energy in general. We'll see what this news does. But if this boosts over $4 today, I can tell you I'm getting out. Sell the news. Wait for a new entry. So yeah, we'll see what happens with WTI. All right, let's move over to the rest of the portfolio and keep an eye on it. Okay, so here we are with our scalper algorithm in the futures market on the 15-minute candle with the MES. Once this candle closes here in about 15 seconds, we're going to go ahead and buy this long, indicated by the green dot inside this red candle. So red dot's switching to green inside the red candle. We are buying it long in about 5 seconds. And then we're just looking for a half retracement of this candle or a full retracement, depending on what happens here. Okay. So we're in, and then we'll see if we get our retracement or if we get a little tanky and get stopped out here. We'll see. What do you do? Okay, so we got our halfway retracement. So I'm going to see if we get a little bit through there, as we did. We might get stopped out, but now we'll give it an opportunity to run to a full retracement. Okay, we got stopped out. So good deal. So we got our little scalping algorithm. Usually we get out within a candle or two, and just like that, I'll move my target up as soon as it gets through, or my stop as soon as it gets through, and then I'll give it a chance to run to a full retracement, and then I'll take my thing. I'll move it back up to the full retracement, and if I get lucky and it keeps running, then I'll get out based on red candle, green candle setups. All right, moving on. So the nice thing about the scalping algo is it has worked for me on everything, every time frame, Forex, futures, equities. I haven't used it in the options market yet, but futures, Forex, and equities in every time frame, it's worked for me. So far it's been pretty awesome. Yep. We'll see what happens later today. Maybe we get a couple more scalps. All right, so we got APPS switching over here. So we're going to do it's a tower candle. Why? 61.33, 60.54. So about roughly 80 cents. So we'll run over here to the calculator. We got our 100. We're back to 100 max risk reward now, unfortunately. So about 80 cents roughly. So 125 shares what we're looking at. So I'll go ahead and put 125 shares in. And then I'll refine that if do a double check. Enter. All right, so there we go. So now we're waiting to buy APPS. Now I'm going to do a little double check and refine that. 61.03, 61.03 to 60.32. So now we're definitely opened a little bit. 70, maybe not. Yeah, about 81 cents. So yeah, we're good. We'll stick with 125 shares, and we'll be shorting APPS when this candle closes, knowing it's a tower candle. And I'm just going to take a little bigger risk on it, because I'm going to put my stop up here. And if it does retrace, I'll add to my position. So we got about 30 seconds left. Check the scalping algo, and it looks like it's indicating a trade. So I'm going to go ahead and wait on this. I'm not going to jump in right away. If I miss out, I miss out. But I could trade this long as well, based on the scalping algo. Can do a quick little buy here. Maybe we'll do that. We got 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so we'll buy, and then we'll just take a little scalp on it, reverse our position. Meanwhile, I'll mark up the chart for the normal day trading strategy. It's a spread, little spready. Come on, push a little more. Looking for right there. All right, good enough for me. If I would have waited just a beat longer, I would have got the full trade out of it. All right, so anyway, so scalping algo gave me that little extra bonus, and now we're in short. So we'll go ahead and we're gonna put our stop just above here though, because it could retrace this whole tower candle. And because we're going to be just above here, I'm just going to go a little bit higher above that green candle. I know we're putting a lot more risk on the table here, but I think I have to have my stop in the right spot, and that's where it is. Okay, so we're about to get stopped out on APPS. Right there for $124, no, for $150 loss. So like I said, we're a little heavy, but you know, I felt like it needed to be there because if we break this, we could be going up, and I'll be jumping back in long for a speed bump. Good thing we got that little scalper in there. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and buy. Got that little scalper in there to help us out, so that was pretty nice. So let's go ahead and mark the speed bump up. So really I should be out already because this is speed bump territory. So if I would have speed bumped it here, sold my position here, I would have broke even. And we're kind of already through the expected speed bump move. But because we are breaking above this little support area, this could be a turnaround here. So I think we'll be okay. We're looking for, you know, maybe high of day, break high of day right here, test, or possibly bust out high of day. We'll see what happens. Okay, looks like we're about to get stopped out again on APPS. So we'll be done with this trade. As tempting as it'll be just to reverse this trade, I'm not going to do it. We'll be done and waiting for another opportunity with a different setup. Good thing we got that scalper in there to help a little bit. But man, that's a stinger. That's a stinger because we're right at the edge of being able to scale back up again, and now we're going to get pretty far back down. Good thing, man, I was a little heavy on this share size. Well, share size was good. I just put that stop way up there. Had I traded it correctly, I would have got stopped out here, and then I would have got in. Or just not even speed bumped it because we were in a tower candle, you know. Okay, so we're stopped at APPS. Very tempting to go ahead and short this right now. Feel like I should short it, actually. I'm going to short it. Not for much, just for a scalp, for a look of a retrace down here. Not to make a new low, just a little retrace, 30 bucks, 40 bucks. Biggest reason the market looks like it's selling off right now. And you see QCOM over there selling off as well. A lot of stuff on my my charts is selling off, except for CVS. That thing's rocking. But yeah, so we're looking just a little extra recovery here. Not a full recovery, just looking for a little recovery. Okay, so CVS here we have 85.97, 40. I'll do 400 shares. If this confirms, I'll pick up 400 shares of CVS. It's not a super premium, but it did just come off of a super premium, so I believe we have a pretty high probability of nice winner. And it did not confirm. Okay, cool. So we're not in. Did not confirm. We'll see if this next candle confirms. Okay, so it looks like we're going to buy CVS now in 3 seconds. 2, 1. Okay, so we're in with 400 shares in CVS, although we don't have permission anymore on the normal day trading strategy. I thought we were going to have a twofer. That's why I went big on it, because switchback and normal day trading strategy, very high probability. And it just came off of, just had a super premium on it. Really, really high probability. But now it didn't have permission, so yeah, I got in a little bit heavier than I probably should have. We'll see what happens. So you can see here, it gives me a little bit of confidence that it switched and we had permission to short it here for another trade, for a second trade. So when I jumped in, but you know, this is curling up and it's crossing now. So we'll see what happens here. Okay, so APPS is coming into this target indicated by the switch. So had I traded this better, I would have got out right here, not speed bumped it. And then when I had the next switch, I would have jumped back in and made my money back. Or I would have speed bumped it right here, recovered, break even, jumped in on the next switch for a trade, hit this target pretty much, and we're making money today. So I should be green on APPS, but I didn't trade this well. So we're going to probably be red on it. But we're going to go ahead and put our stop in here now. 43, it looks like. Let me go ahead and click that. So our target is 36. You know, we're here on the bid, but not on the ask. So we'll see if we can get there on the ask and then start to trail our stop. Hopefully we can trail our stop and don't get stopped out. It's 47.24, so we got about 3 minutes, 2.5 minutes. See what this candle does. Okay, 34. Hopefully this can go down a little more. All right, 36. So we're going to go ahead and put our stop now for 36 by 125. And if it backs up and we get out, we get out. You know, that's the trade. But we'll let it sit there and see if we can squeeze a little more out. This candle closed about a minute and a half, so it's got room to keep on going. We'll see. Looks like we're going to get stopped out, though. You know, 80, 81, 88. So at least we recover $80, 90 bucks. We'll see, you know, maybe 75 bucks if we do back up and get stopped out. And if this thing will just go ahead and flush right here, it'll be pretty sweet. Maybe we recover the whole day. But if nothing else, we recover a portion of it. You know, we didn't, you know, if we end up with only around a two and change loser, then not so bad. We can easily get that back on the next trade or two. I mean, APPS or CVS might do it for us right here. So we'll see how it goes. All right, so we knocked $75 off of our losing day, so that's pretty sweet. So pretty close to the 200, 230. We can snatch this back here in the next trade or two with APPS, not a big deal. And then CVS, come on CVS, let's do it. You know you want to come back right here. Let's go. Okay, so I just put in the log the actual exit when it backed up. We ended up only recovering $58. 58 lousy dollars. Hey, it's better than nothing. Better than nothing. At least we're $58 closer to recovering this loss. All right, so CVS is running nicely. So here's the thing now, traders. Like, we just broke high of day. This thing could be on a breakout, all this good stuff. But this is my target. This is my strategy. This is how the algo works. It's the trade plan, all that stuff. So when it gets to this target, I'm going to move my stop. The spread's really nice and tight. I'm going to move my stop just there under, you know, just around the target. So if it backs up, then I get out. If it's close to the target, I'm going to move my stop to break even. Because that's the rules. Where is it's going to put me really close to green on the day, but not green on the day. And the temptation is going to be just to stay in and wait for me to be green on the day so I don't have a red day. Because I don't want to have a red day. But I got to take what the market gives me. And if the market wants to give me a red day, I need to take it. And if the market is nice and it's really boosts and I end up with a green day, then I'll take my green day. Either way, I got to take what the market gives me and not be greedy. So that's going to be the emotional pull once we get through this target. And in reality, if I traded APPS better, I could have had a green day. I'd already be in a nice green day. I'd be up a couple $100 probably. But I didn't trade it well, so you know, that's how it is. All right, so we're like right here in the target. We're missing it by like 5 or 6 cents. So I'm going to go ahead and take my stop now, move it to break even plus a couple bucks. Break even based on the algo, not necessarily where I got in, although it was working out pretty good. So yeah, so you know, if this pulls back, we end up with another break even trade, which was what happened to us last time we traded CVS. It almost hit the target and came all the way back down on us. We would have had money there too. So lots of money left on the table this week, traders, from bad trades to missed opportunities. But you know, sometimes you have those weeks. Okay, so we're pushing through here. 93 is the target. So hopefully the bid will boost up there. 93. This candle is just opening. This is perfect, traders, because now this candle has a chance to get a nice run through here, and then I can move my stop. Plenty of room, so if it retraces, I don't get stopped out. Whereas if this candle just popped through and then I put my stop in, chances are it's going to retrace, you know, and then I get out. But this is really, really great. So hopefully this can really move nicely. Okay, so we're pushing through now. So 93 is the target. So it looks like we already pushed through, hit our target. And when this candle closes, it's gonna have to be a dead trade if I don't get it boosted. Clearly, we're getting some resistance right here. Let's see what it does. Okay, boosting through by a penny, but not enough to put my stop in because you know it'll breathe a penny easily. So we need to get this thing breathing a little, you know, moving a little more, so we got room to breathe. 95 is good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move this up to around 90. And then if it backs up, it backs up. You know, miss it by 3 cents. But at least we lock in our trade. I got to take what the market gives me. I can't be greedy. I don't know if it's going to flush right after, you know, I get out. You never know what it's going to do. So once the algo targets are hit, you just don't know what's going to happen next at all. So no probability for anything that happens next. Okay, so we're at 90. So we might give up 4 cents on this trade if this backs up. New candle just opened. So there's about a minute ago. It's high probability this is going to back up. We'll see. All right, so we should be getting stopped out here any second for 90.89. We'll miss it by a few pennies, but not too bad. 165, pretty good. All right, 161. We'll take our 161, take what the market gives us. Who knows what happens next? See if we get another trade here. Doesn't look like anything is setting up, but we'll give it a few minutes before we shut it down for the day and just take our loss. All right, everybody, be back in a little bit. All right, everybody, so it's 12 o'clock, so we're going to shut it down today. So CVS, we had that trade. Nice high probability, went a little large in the share size, recovered some of our APPS loss, but made for a nice green trade on CVS. And then QCOM, we didn't trade today, no switches. NUG, we were hoping for a big boost here and a switch, but we got a switch, just no permissions. So no QCOM. And then APPS, man, messed this one up. So APPS, we traded a lot, both directions, short, long, blah, blah, blah. And we had one scalp on it. Let me show you that scalp real quick, actually. All right, so right here we have our scalper algorithm. So we had our switch on the scalper algorithm right here on this. You can see the green inside the red candle. That was on this candle right here. So I ended up taking a long play before I ended up shorting it based on the algo. So, you know, but there's a good chance for a full retracement once the scalper hits. We got our half, and there's a good chance for a full, and we ended up with a full retracement, even a little bit more actually before it sold off. So when this lines up with the day trading strategy, I try to pay attention to it. I was able to take advantage of it. Then I got in, knowing that this is a tower candle over here. So knowing that this is a tower candle, I probably should have just either stayed away from the trade or, you know, maybe not speed bumped it or speed bumped it properly, like right here at the break of the algo. And then I could have recovered my trade. And then we had a second opportunity right here. So we got permission, we had our switch, and this was a nice winner. And when thankfully we were able to take advantage of this winner and recover some of our day on it. But all in all, ended up with a red day with APPS, red trade, and it gave us a red day. Okay, here we are with the log. So with all that monkiness today, we ended up with a $22 loss. That's it. Really tiny loss, thank goodness. More importantly, scaling ladder. What are you doing? So we're still right there at the 100. You know, it's been an accordion, and it was before, early when we first got started with this account, just to do this. Now we're doing the accordion here, and then we'll get some legs, and we'll grow right through it. And then, you know, that's how it goes. We'll accordion, then we'll grow through, and then we'll go up and down, and we'll grow through. And that's just kind of how it flows. So, you know, exponentially, you can see, though, how it's going to start to really make us some nice money. So, all right, everybody. So I'm going to shut it down for today, and we'll bring the next trades to you tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow. All right, everybody. Have an awesome day.